Primelux 160 watt LED off-road light that was sent to me by Primelux. What I'm going to end up doing is hooking this up to a Kawasaki side-by-side. We're going to take it out of the box. I'm going to show you what you get and talk a little bit about it. You get two lenses on the front. This diffused lens, the massive light itself, and this thing is massive. I'm going to weigh it and just show you what it weighs. And if anybody's interested, there is the plug right there. Typical two-pronged plug. Rubber for the mount. Pigtail plug to hook it to the wiring harness, where you could run it direct yourself or to a harness, which I would recommend you buy. Mounting bracket, bolts, and Allen wrenches in the mounting bracket, which is very beefy in itself. From what I've read, this thing does not vibrate or move around. We are going to find that out. But before we get started here, what I want to do is weigh this thing just to show you how much it actually weighs. Just the light itself, talking 3 pounds, 15 ounces for this light. And the bracket is almost 15 ounces. Almost 5 pounds of weight. And it started off with this light itself. It's got 32, it's either Cree or Osram LEDs, I'm not sure which ones, but the clear lens is on it right now. You just pop these flat tabs to get it off there, and this thing is beefy. I mean, real beefy. Shooting a video of the light itself and showing it does not do justice to just how beefy it is. And you're talking 32 of these 5-watt LEDs for a total of 160 watts of light output, or 14,400 lumens, which is well more than enough to light up a field or what's in front of you just with one of these. The bracket's 304 stainless steel. It's drawing 9.98 amps, or about 10 amp draw on this thing. Like I said, I recommend getting the wiring harness from Primelux. Now, I got the dual outlet one for a specific reason. I have an actual second light that we're going to be installing. I'm going to be running 2 of these for a total of 64 LEDs, running 5 watts each, and almost 29,000 lumens coming out of front of my four-wheeler. If you were to order a wiring harness, which is actually quite reasonable for a price, you're talking this will handle 40 amps. 2 leads are coming out of this one, 12-foot wiring, and 2 pigtails, or you can get the single pigtail, but it comes with these as well, where you won't have to use the supplied, and these should plug in right into, which they do, the light itself. And the wiring harness, it's got the supplied on-off rocker switch. Quick hookup. Hopefully, we're going to take this out. And what I'm looking on here for the wiring, this is 12 volt, 0 to 12 amps for each outlet. Like I said, the one single light's running almost 10 amps. So we want to take this out, put it on my Kawasaki side-by-side, and I'm going to show you just how much light output this thing has. Okay, I got them installed. They actually wasn't that hard to install. And if you look here, I'm only running 1 bolt, and I drilled through this 2-inch tube to put them on, and they're very solid. They're not going to go anywhere. The supplied bolts are kept in my little front trunk, which is right here. I think these are 1/2 inch, and got self-locking nuts and that on them. My guess that's for a plate. Them are about 1.25 inches long, and I didn't want to have to weld plates on the bumper to install them, so I went that route. And the wiring is running up underneath. I'll probably zip tie it right up here. Goes underneath the ATV. If anybody's gonna install them on an ATV, I'm telling you, it's not that hard to put it on. I just popped this center console off, my dash off. I got the rocker switch here, and underneath the seat is the relay right here, bolted to the side of the motor with like a couple millimeter bolt, and just hook it to the terminals. Ran the wiring down. I'm going to show you the lights. Them are the 8 LEDs on the Kawasaki Mule. And that's them. Now what we'll do is take a drive at night and show you how bright these things are. Talking 32 LEDs a piece, 5 watts each. One thing I want to show you, broad daylight out. I'm about 15 feet from that tree. Pretty awesome. Okay, these are the normal LED lights on my ATV. They are very bright and they're on high beam. Actually, that's high beam. And that's the off-road lights. If you notice there, that sign reflected down there is about 200 yards away, if not more. And you can't probably see it because it's washing out in the front. But it's lighting up over, I'd say, a good 400 yards out. The trees on the left are about 100 to 120 yards out. Again, that's the off-road lights. And that's my ATV lights. Off-road lights, ATV lights. Pretty awesome, huh? What I think I'm going to do is go all the way up down the road and turn these different sets of lights on and off, coming back at the camera so you can see, get a little bit of an idea, and then maybe compare it to some car headlights. With them on, with them off. Normal light. That's with the HIDs on, off. That hillside out there is about 200 yards out. That's with the normal headlights. I got my camera adjusted, of course, so the bright ones don't wash out. Look at that. Again, that's the off-road lights on, and that's with the regular LEDs on that ATV. Pretty awesome. All right, now I'm going to take a 2015 Jeep Cherokee and go down the road and back, and then I'll impose the four-wheeler going down to show you the difference between the vehicle headlights and this. All right, this is a 2015 Jeep with Cherokee with the high beams on. We'll go down the road and back, and then I'll take the four-wheeler down the road and back.